is the margins higher? If you can guide about that.
Sir, your question was related to which industry? If you can please repeat. You mean to say replacement industry?
Replacement
shipping.
Industry. Yeah.
Shipping industry, particularly to shipping, right?
Yes.
So, sir, shipping industry, that you mean also shipbuilding in covered in that, right?
Yes.
Shipbuilding and shipping, or only specific to shipping?
Because valves are in the initial stage of the value chain. Before the ship gets built, the valves orders are placed. I think so.
Correct.
I needed to understand about the replacement demand in this valves industry.
So the replacement demand, we are not into that segment as of now, because for that we have to keep a huge stock. The replacement, there are on a ship particularly so many types of valves, and the ships whichever are sailing, they sail all over the world, so their demand is to transport one or two valves at wherever port locations they have. And a lot of shipping companies, they demand that you should have warehouses at these and these locations. So our parent company, which is Meson Valves Sweden, they are very much into this shipping replacement business. Their 80% of their business comes only through this day-to-day trade, we call it, day-to-day trading. Because they have put their warehouses in strategic locations like Singapore, Rotterdam and USA. So where most of the port calls go and where most of the ships replacement or small-time repairs are happening. So, but in India, ship repair business will come in future. It's as per the government vision for maritime Amritkal 2047, ship repair will be one of the biggest activity in India. So I think that in a few years down the line, replacement of valves on the ships will also be a sizable amount of business. And we are aware about that, and we may consider that also as an opportunity for us, because we supply valves to new ships, so replacement are also the same products. But I think in next 3-4 years, this is a very good business opportunity, and we are looking into that, sir. Yes.
Okay, sir. My second question is regarding the latest developments what we have put in the exchanges, be it the H2 dynamic or the recently that German company tie-up. So how all these things will translate into the numbers, and how much growth we are expecting for the next few years?
So our motto is very simple. We want to be sustainable. So relying only on one product can also sometimes be, of course, there have been success stories, but what we have found is when we have possibility to expand our products, focusing on particular sectors like defense, water, which have already being in valve industry, we were aware about this industry. So keeping focus on that industry, we have added to these products to our portfolio. So I think we will be able to achieve a very sustainable growth of 25-30% year on year. So that is also a target to be sustainable. So I think these water treatment solutions, drinking water solutions for domestic and defense, we are already dealing for valves with defense and shipbuilding. So I think this, with the addition of these filters and addition of the water treatment solution, we will cater to the same industry.
So this filter one it's a unique product. I don't think any peers in domestic, or are there some peers who are already doing it, or is it a completely unique product?
Filters? For the filter,
yeah.
Our particular filter for water is a unique product, because the other people are doing our manual. This is an automatic cleaning filter. It cleans by itself. You don't have to do by putting your hand or something. Normally, whenever there are filters, people have to take out the strainer out. Plus, in this case, it's an automatic filter which we are putting as a salient feature in our STP ETP. That is the main target, main reason for that technology tie-up. It will be a part of our own end product, which is STP ETP.
Got it, sir. And the advanced treatment technologies, like I mentioned, evaporation, filtration, or aerobic, anaerobic process. So that is also something unique there you are doing in industrial wastewater treatment, or other companies are also doing it?
There are today, water has become so hot that so many companies are now started to come into that. The crux is, it's not the technology that is the crux. Crux is what, when we supply a particular equipment, we have what we have seen today. People just supply and they forget it. There is no after sales service. There is no assistance on operation of the product of the plant. We have seen in maximum 70 to 80% cases, the plants which are supplied are not operational or they are not giving results as per the PIS standards or WHO guidelines. So our focus is definitely technology is unique technology. It is slightly different from what is available in the market. We have very expert CTO who is part of our team. And what we will give is, we will give O&M, operation and maintenance assistance to the client. That is what we want to give one additional step to them. And we guarantee a longer duration for membrane. When it comes to freshwater treatment, we give a 3 years guarantee to membrane, which other people may not give in this market today. So that is something unique. I think that will help us to gain more market share. Yeah.
Okay, sir. My last question, sir, if you
sorry to
can
interrupt
throw a
you,
little
sir.
bit. Yeah, okay. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, sir. I request the participants to restrict with one question in the initial round and join back the queue for more questions. Next question comes from Varun Jain from Akshaya Vardhaman. Please go ahead.
Sir, good morning. Good afternoon and congratulations on the set of numbers. The growth seems quite pronounced in the P&L statement. I had one question regarding the company which had forayed into the...
Hello? Hello? All got disconnected?
No, sir, please go ahead. Varun, sir? So just a moment, sir. Let me check. There is no response. The next question comes from Arshit, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
I repeat, yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, am I audible?
You're audible, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, sir. Congratulations for good numbers.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Sir, you have mentioned about the JV with the NIBE for value-added products, sir. How big is this opportunity, and is it as good as our existing valve business, sir?
Okay.
Can you throw some light on it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Thank you,
sir. That is these shipyards which are building ships today, to increase their throughput, we had suggested them some of the value-added services. What we can give is that whatever job they do, we can do it at our factory. So with NIBE's strength in fabrication and our strength in valve technology, whatever we could combine was to fabricate complete piping systems for the ships. So that is what we want to offer to the. We have already given some proposals, and I think for this particular segment of value-added services, there are not many competitors. So that can give an added advantage to us, and also that will improve in the shipyards or bigger PSUs who can consider us as their strategic partners when they quote for bigger projects tomorrow. We can be called as a strategic partner for them. So as of now, we think that it is a similar opportunity like what we are doing in valves, but maybe in future it can grow to multi-folds. So that is our anticipation. But as of today, what we think it's a similar opportunity. It will only give us some added advantage that when we give a value-added services, we can get a little bit preference on our competitors for supply. But maybe in future, once we deliver very good and results, when shipyards, our aim is to improve shipyards throughput. So if they find that their throughput has increased, and when we do a strategic tie with the shipyards, definitely it will become a huge opportunity in the coming time. Yeah.
Are you open for more such JV, sir?
We are focused on our segment, which is valves, defense, water. So anything which can add to our services, we are definitely open. But something different than nature, then which will divert our focus, maybe we may not consider. But within our focus range, if something comes, we are open definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, are we open to supply to Meson Sweden also in near future? Is Meson Sweden planning to source their products from us, like from Meson India?
Yeah, today Meson Sweden is sourcing. They are into a different kind of a segment today, Meson Sweden. Our Meson India is in non-ferrous. Meson Sweden is in ferrous cast iron valves. And today for cast iron, practically, frankly speaking, China is the Chinese competition. Even the Indian I'm sure the other Indian valve manufacturers who are in ferrous, they will also feel the heat of China.
Okay.
So we have not looked into that so far, but in future, when the Meson Sweden also wants to buy non-ferrous, we have worked on some couple of projects with them in the past, and there are already some projects where we are talking to them for non-ferrous application. So that window is always open.
Okay. So, but non-ferrous valves are having better margins than the ferrous valves?
Yes. Non-ferrous, they have better margins.
Okay. So, and how are you seeing...
Mr. Swarup wants to add something. Just a minute, please.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, there are better margins, but the valves to make non-ferrous material is very critical. However, we have the technology. We have our need and developed. So we have that technology, so we have the edge. That I want to tell.
Okay. Okay. Sir, it was very helpful, sir. Very all the best, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I request the participants to restrict with one question in the initial round and join back the queue for more questions. Next question comes from Jitesh Parmar, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi. A great set of numbers, sir. Congratulations. I have a couple of questions. Okay. First one is, sir, what would be the industry-wise breakup if you look at, say, oil and gas, okay, or shipbuilding and naval defense, okay? Is it possible to, kind of share the percentage revenue breakup by industry?
I don't have it ready. If you can send this question or to our IR, we will be able to answer you this definitely. So IR will
no problem.
IR will give their numbers. Just write an email. We'll share you the complete answers. No issues at all.
Okay, sir. Sir, but what do you see in future? Okay, for next couple of years. Okay, what would be your breakup like? Okay, where you would like to invest? I understand defense is a very hot industry, but how do you see the revenue?
Yeah. So Mr. Kishore Makwan, our CEO, can answer this better than me. So Mr. Kishore, can you please answer?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So basically, what I understand, that question is that percentage-wise industry sector, correct?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, that is the question. He wants what will be our breakup in earnings in defense and other industries, basically.
Correct. Yeah. As Mr. Vidit told initially, that at present our focus was in the defense, and past few months or years, we have already put our all inputs, everything, to develop our product which will be ready for the defense production, the marine and defense for that. Because as you might be aware that to supply marine and defense, we require a lot of certification, lot of new testing for the wall, lot of type testing certificate, lot of inspection, phase-wise inspection, everything. So we have concentrated all our activities related to complete the certification and testing, so that our product will be very well acceptable and will be one of the quality brand in the sector of marine and defense, which is our core sector for this. But while we are concentrating on the core sector, yes, we have so many other sectors also which are very much useful for us, as I have already told in the previous question for this. But if you want percentage by breakup, so at this stage it will be very difficult to calculate it from the percentage wise. But yes, what the present data is with us now, we are supplying to the power sector more than 3,500 volts, and now we are having an inquiry for the repeat supply of the same thing, which is end user is NTPC. Apart from that, we are regularly receiving the repeated inquiries for the oil and gas and aviation sectors also. So in future, once our facility upgradation will be there, so definitely whatever our spare capacity, we can concentrate on all the other sectors, and at that time the percentage wise, because see, ours is we consider it as a tailor-made product. It's not mass production. So in a tailor-made product, it will be very difficult to bifurcate the industry-wise sector. And yes, usually we are already developing our products is in marine and defense field. So definitely our percentage in the marine and defense is on higher side. But in near future, our all other sectors can also be increased.
Okay, sir. Thanks for that. And sir, what is typical, kind of a seasonality that we see between H1 and H2, the kind of breakup that we see, for a given year?
Sorry, can you please repeat? So we did not.
So what is the typical, H1, H2 percentage breakup that we see for an annual result that we see, what type of seasonality we see? Is it 60-40, 30-70? How does it work between H1 and H2?
Sectors differentiation. I mean, this is
not sector, but in terms of, your revenue, what sort of split do you see between, H1 and H2?
70.
First half and second half.
40-60, 30-70, 40-60. That kind of it is.
And H2, I think H2 would be stronger. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely. We are doing all these things now. We are integrating foundry. We are pouring into different way, adding some more products. So this kind of consolidation also needs a lot of efforts. So the H2 definitely will be stronger because of this. Yeah.
Okay, and sir, last question, if I may. So what is the capital? Yeah.
Can you join back the queue, sir?
Sure, I'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next question comes from Rahul Jain, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Okay, I am audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Actually, sir, I want to ask in water treatment, as we are so confident about water treatment, every kind of industry require a different kind of treatment. Like saline water, it require different treatment. Then industrial waste, it require different treatment. So, did you get this technology for all kind of wastewater? And you are so confident about your team. So, can you little bit inform us about that?
Dear participants, kindly stay connected while we connect the management team back on the call. I welcome back the management team. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask question about water treatment. I was asking, every industry have different kind of requirement. Like for saline water, we have different requirements. Industry, we have different requirements. Then civic body waste, we have different requirements. So, did we get this technology for all kind of waste? And we are so confident about our team. So, can you give us little information about your team for wastewater treatment?
So, no, there are guidelines laid down by BIS and WHO. So, we are meeting that requirement. So, if seawater and other things, that is for drinking water. When it comes to STP and water treatment, the guidelines are very clear. We are meeting the guidelines. It can be any industry. The guidelines are almost similar.
Also domestic.
And when it comes to drinking water, we are not going only into desalination, seawater. We are into water treatment. For drinking water, we want to in future come with non-electricity based membrane systems for domestic also. And that is one of our focus product portfolio actually. But the industrial guidelines, BIS, WHO are similar, not different.
But sir, technology will be different for different kind of waste. I mean, in industry, if I spoke about chemical waste, so there are different kind of chemical waste also. So the technology which we require to purify this kind of waste, it will be different. So did we get all kind of technology for this waste?
So see, when it comes to this treatment of industrial effluent, definitely the technology is similar, but there are these adders. If there is output is phosphorus acid, sulfuric acid, if there is other acids, then that particular chemical dosing has to be done. There are adders. These our scientists our chief technical team. They study each and every product, and accordingly they suggest what kind of chemical dosing or has to be done so that particular output which is there is eliminated and the water which comes out is meeting the BIS guideline. These kind of things they decide particularly on the reports what the industry provides and what kind of requirements are there. These are what you tell is a specific requirement of a particular industry. I think we can provide solutions for any kind of industry when it comes to water treatment. We don't see any issues with that.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I will back in queue.
Thank you. We have a follow-up question from Nahima Rathur from Tiger Assets. Please go ahead.
Hello. Am I audible?
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask, what percentage of revenue is allocated to R&D, and can you provide examples of any initiatives on the impact that it has on your product portfolio?
So now we have not allocated in the past for R&D, but with the inclusion of these waters, with starting of this new venture water and also foundry, we will consider we'll allocate some fund for R&D because that will be the need of that product to continue doing some kind of research so that we keep on developing.
And we want to adopt the automation also.
Okay.
Yes.
And you said you have capex plans, so if you could quantify a number for the same.
So I will pass on this question to our CFO.
Okay.
So Mr. Vijay Shah will give the answer.
Can you please repeat your question, please?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask about the capex plans that the company is planning.
The future planning of capex.
Oh, you are asking for future planning?
No, the capex. Yes, the present and if there are any future capex that is planned.
The present.
Present we have around 15 CR capex. So and we are planning to have some more, we are planning to have some more machineries, technological machineries in future, so we can enhance our productivity also with good technologies.
All right, so 15 CR for FY25, is that correct?
24 is for FY24.
Okay, all right. And 25, if you could quantify a number, please.
Yeah.
For 25, no, that is in planning. But once it is actually in the planning process. So if you maybe in a couple of months send an email to our IR, they will give you the exact figure. Yeah.
Okay, and if you could give me like probably the margins for FY25, if there are any targets that have been set.
We are looking at a sustainable growth. What we are thinking is 25-30% growth year on year. So I hope we hope that will also show up in the margins as well. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it from my end. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a follow-up question from Agastya Dev from CAO Capital. Please go ahead.
Audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you again for the opportunity. Sir, again, a clarification on the seasonality of the business. So if I look at this year, financial year 24, H1 was 20 crores revenue, H2 was 40 crores, which is in line with what you said, that H2 is almost twice of H1. So is this what we expect going forward as well, this kind of variation in H1 and H2?
Yes, this year definitely there will be similar trend. There will be variation because we are doing a lot of consolidation, like adding new products, doing backward integration.
I got it, sir. I got it.
Yeah. So it will be a trend for at least a couple of years. Once you are at a particular level, once your things are set, things are in auto mode, then this trend this trend becomes, both the quarters try to equalize. But till that time, I think this company is a growing stage, so always there will be this kind of trend you can see.
So for September 23, sir, you were still operating at 100% utilization. March 24, you were definitely operating at 100%, but September was also it would have been 100% had it not been for the season.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So no new capacity was added between September and March.
No, we added, no. In March, we added some capex. We added our patterns, some capacity. That's what capex. We added patterns. We purchased a lot of patterns, additional patterns. So definitely that also increased our capacity. Yeah.
All right. So, sir, the JV that you have formed now, when will that start generating revenue for you?
The management will be in place from September. But at the same time, we are liaising with the concerned authorities for upcoming projects, putting what value-added services we can provide. All these things are in discussions. But the full-scale management will be in place from September onwards, 1st of September onwards. So we think that the second half, we can see some revenues coming from the street. Yes,
we'll see some revenues in the second half. And sir, if I look at your company, other than the manufacturing part, is there any other source of revenue? Do you offer any services, any consultancy revenue, anything other than manufacturing, sir?
No. We are not providing, but we may because now since this water is there, by these water treatment solutions, people are asking us to give solutions in terms of not only.
Hello,
sir. So just
I'm
a
there.
moment,
I don't know with.
Just a moment.
I think they have dropped. Yeah,
Dear
sure.
participants, kindly stay connected while we connect the management team back on the call. I repeat, dear participants, kindly stay connected while we connect the management team back on the call. I welcome back the management team. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So I got the answer to the question that I asked. Thank you very much, sir. All the best.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There are no further questions. Now I hand over the floor to Kaushal for closing comments.
Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of Meson Valves India Limited. If you have any query, you can write to us at info@confidelib.com. Once again, thank you everyone for joining the conference.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, members of the management. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Vinstra Securities, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.